Okay guys, welcome to That Was the Year That Was, and this year we are looking at 1986. Let's have a look what happened then. Right, okay, I'm very conscious these videos tend to go on and on and on and on, and I must admit the list of games seems to be getting bigger, so I want to try and get through this as quickly as possible. 1986, top 10, we had Falco with Rock Me Amadeus. Number 9, there's the utterly forgettable Sanita with So Macho Oblique Cruising, don't remember that one. Number 8, Doctor and the Medics, Spirit in the Sky. Number 7, Madonna, Papa Don't Preach. Number 6, Christy Bourne, The Lady in Red. Number 7, Berlin with Take My Breath Away, which was a love theme from Top Gun. Number 4, Billy Ocean, When the Going Gets Tough, Give Up. Number 3, Boris Gardner, I Want to Wake Up With You, don't remember that one. Number 2, Diana Ross, Chain Reaction. And number 1, The Communards with Don't Leave Me This Way. Other memorable songs with Living on a Living on a Prayer, even Bon Jovi. Queen, It's a Kind of Magic. House Martin's Caravan of Love. Yeah, anyway, right, that's enough of that. News in 1986. Let's see, what do we have here? Catchphrase started in ITV. Roy Walker was he was the guy presenting it. What have we got here? Nothing really to speak of. In February, March, the Today magazine came out. The Sun newspaper alleges that comedian Freddie Starr ate a live hamster. Obviously news was quite thin on the ground back then. Princess Andrew got engaged to the parasite that is Sarah Ferguson. Clive Sinclair, this is the 7th of April. Clive Sinclair sells the rights to the ZX Spectrum and other inventions to Amstrad. John McCarthy was kidnapped in Beirut. In May, Liverpool won the football First Division for a record 16th time after beating Chelsea 1-0. Richard Branson beats the speed record for a transatlantic crossing by boat in Virgin Atlantic Challenger 2. Gary Lineker becomes the most expensive British footballer ever in a £2.75 million move to Barcelona from Everton. That's probably what bloody Wayne Rooney earns in a week now. Nothing else particularly. Commonwealth Games are held in Edinburgh. Yep, I went along to them. The Eurotunnel group is formed to operate the Channel Tunnel. Britain's oldest twins, May and Marjorie Chavas, celebrate their 100th birthday. Nothing exciting there. Nope, the Metro Centre shopping complex built in the Tyne Enterprise Zone is opened. Nothing else. Alex Ferguson is appointed Man United football manager. And yeah, the government launches a £20 million campaign to warn members of the public about the danger of AIDS. British Gas floated on the stock exchange on the 8th of December. And the highest audience of all time for a British television drama is attracted by the Christmas Day episode of EastEnders, when Dirty Den serves the divorce papers on his wife Angie. I think that was the last time I actually ever watched it. Anyway, that's that, guys. Let's batter on to more important stuff. The year is 1986, and to kick off we have got the mighty 720 even. Now, like I says, guys, I've got a shed load of games here, so I'm really going to stick to a couple of minutes per game. So let's batter on. Don't know how this game's going to play. Using the mouse. Not the mouse, it's using the joypad, the trackball. Now, why did I do that? That was just silly. This game has ported all All the computers back in the day. I was never a big fan of it, I think because it really needs the proper controls. Seeing that, it's actually playing not too badly using the trackball. Ah, we can get in here, let's go in here. Oh, what's sad enough, that's just taking this out. I always found it just too difficult. It was too challenging for my liking, so I never really played it. I should really go and pick up that money, shouldn't I?
Escape or die.
Oh, there's the bees. But yeah, it's a tough game to just sort of try and pick up and play. Right guys, that is 720. Right then, this is the wonderful Arkanoid. This game came out for all the popular computers back in the day, and but it really needs to be enjoyed using a mouse or a trackball or a spinner, which is obviously the way the original was played, but it does play not too badly with the trackball, I have to say. Now I had this on the C64 and it was fiendishly difficult. I mean, it really was. It was such a difficult game. I think the biggest problem with the C64 one was you very, very rarely got the laser, whereas as you can see there, I've had the laser twice in the space of a minute, even though I didn't actually pick it up. I don't know what happened there, how did I manage to lose that? But this is a great game. These were really popular. When Arkanoid came out, it was an absolute glut. You know what, the ball always just seems to arrive just as you're about to pick up the laser. Like so, that's 3 lasers I've missed. Yeah, there was a rake of sort of clones that came out after Arkanoid, and I have to say, Arkanoid was probably, there was better clones on probably every computer. Arkanoid was good, it was a good conversion in most of the ones, but I mean the Spectrum had Batty, the Amiga had Impact, I think it was, which also came out in Atari ST, I'm sure, by Audiogenic, I think it was, and the Commodore 64 had Crackout, which was by Gremlin Graphics, I think. So yeah, that is Arkanoid. Okay, this is a Breakthrough. I do apologise by the way guys, I didn't actually tell you who made the other 2 games. 720 was Atari, Arkanoid was Taito. Breakthrough, this is by Data East. Now I think this game was released in it was released in arcade, but I don't, it was converted to the various home machines, but I don't recall actually ever playing it. Right, okay, so you can press the fire button to jump like so, and it does some kind of ridiculous somersault. It's almost, bollocks, it's almost like Moon Patrol. Fight your way through the mountains. Right, let's go for one quick more go, since I was so awful. Watch for falling landmines. Ah, wait a minute, you know what, I thought I could get along the bottom, I can't. I need to obviously jump. Right, okay. It's going to make things a wee bit easier, I think. That's more like it. Don't recall ever seen this game in the arcades. Is that good or bad? I'm thinking good. Maybe not. Boof. Ah, so you've got to jump up, that's more like it, now we're talking. Right guys, that is Breakthrough. Okay, this one is everybody's favourite bubble game. Now I have got to confess, I am not a big fan of Bubble Bobble. It's a fantastic game, it's jolly music, it's extremely playable, it's got simultaneous two-player action. I don't know, I don't know whether it's the cutesy aspect of it I'm not keen on, I don't know. I know probably burning the fires of hell for saying that, but I just really, I mean I play it with my daughter, she loves it, but there's just something about it that I just, you know, we can't all like every game I suppose, so. And as you can see at the bottom there, you've got Zenchan, Bane Boo, Pool Monster, Mighty Drunk. A monster called Drunk. Then we've got Skell Monster, which is the big white thing. I think this big white thing comes out if you basically hang about too long. There we go, we're going to see him in a second. Come on. That's it. There we go. Oh bollocks. Right, let's go down and pick up that. Yeah, I think it's just the cute aspect of it. It just doesn't really do anything for me at all. Right, what I want to do is fall down here so I can kill all these baddies like so. Never ever played this in arcade. I mean, I did play it a lot on the Atari ST. It had a very good version. And I know the C64 one was excellent, very faithful. You know, everything about it, it's a fantastic game, but it's just not a game that I really enjoy. Anyway guys, listen, that's enough of that, that's Bubble Bobble. Okay, this is Buggy Boy. I remember playing this. This is by Tusami? I can't remember exactly who brought it out. Doesn't matter, we'll worry about it later on. Now there was an absolutely cracking version came out on the Amiga and the ST, but funnily enough, I mean it really looked authentic. But the one that people seem to rave about, as far as home versions go, is the Commodore 64 one. What they did was they didn't try and copy. Bollocks. They didn't try and copy the huge big graphics, so they did their best they could with the C64 hardware, and they came out with an incredibly playable little number. Come on. I mean, this game, you know, this is how it looked in the arcades. Obviously this is the arcade when I'm playing. It's quite a blocky looking game, but it's, I think the one I played, I mean the graphics are bloody massive, they really were. But it's just such a fun game to play. It didn't take itself too seriously. You know, in every other game racing game back then was it was quite, you know, serious, whereas this one didn't take itself serious at all. I'm not quite sure what the point of the other bug is. Okay. Bollocks, how can I avoid that? I'm guessing I need to hit these log things to jump over them, probably. Oh, straight into the water, I knew that was going to happen. Right, anyway guys, that is a Buggy Boy. That's a great game. Okay, this is Darius by Tato. Now you can probably see there it's a very long, narrow screen. Now I remember seeing this in the arcades and it did indeed play like this. I mean, it's on my MAME cab, the graphics are very small, but it does, I have to say, it plays really well. But yeah, it was a stupidly, ridiculously long cabinet, so playing it on a little monitor like this, it's going to look. Let's see if I can zoom in a wee bit, see if you can see it. But this game was one of many. This was from, who brought this out? Tato, yeah, Tato. In fact, I was going to say this was by the same company that brought out Nemesis, but Nemesis was Konami, was it not? I think, was it? Was it not Konami brought out Nemesis? One of your classic horizontal shooters with power-ups. Now I don't recall this game being converted to any home computers. It may, now I can't speak, actually it may have been converted to the PC Engine, can't honestly remember. It may have also come out in the Sharp X6 8000, but again, that's just me guessing. Apparently not fire quick enough to destroy these bad boys. I've got to say, this is actually very nice. Even if the screen is extremely narrow. Ah, bollocks, I'm going to die here, I think. Right, anyway guys, that is Darius. Not that annoying twat from Pop Academy or whatever the hell it was called, but the one from Tato. Right then, this is Enduro Racer by Sega. This was one of Sega's many oops. It helps if you know what button to press. Now I don't think you've got a gear in this. Don't think so. Now I'm using the trackball for this. Don't know how that's going to play. Because in the arcade you had a big steering wheel, not steering wheel, handlebars, which you kind of pulled back on, a bit like that. I remember playing this in Spain of all places. There was a hamburger place we used to go for something to eat when I was away on holiday with my mates, and yeah, they had this game in Spain. It was the first time I'd actually ever seen it. Kaboom! I've got to say though guys, damn it! How are we doing for time? Let's go for one more quick go. Right. Now if I didn't keep pausing like that, I would probably do better. Yeah, this was ported by Activision, I think, for the home computers. The C64 one was bloody awful. It was so slow and the graphics looked absolutely bugger all. God damn it. Like the arcade. The Spectrum one was actually pretty good. Never saw the Amstrad. The Amiga one and the Atari ST ones were pretty dire as well. It's maybe another arcade perfect feature I think required, but I don't think it ever got ported to any consoles, certainly none that I'm aware of. I don't recall it being ported to the Mega Drive or any of these ones. And it's game over. Right guys, that is Enduro Racer and that is by Sega. Okay, this is Express Raider and this was by Data East. Now oddly, I can't actually play the game for some strange reason. You try and put a coin in and it does absolutely nothing. I've tried to configure the keys, so yeah, I'm just going to let it you see the sort of demo mode. This game did get released for the home machines. I remember seeing it in the C64. I think it was quite a blocky conversion if I recall rightly. Never ever played this game in the arcades. I mean, it's one of these, probably one of the lesser known arcade games of the time. It certainly wasn't. It wouldn't have been classed as a classic in my opinion. Now it should show us the next level hopefully. Yeah, it kind of borrowed a lot of sort of ideas. I mean, this could be, I don't know, Gunfight or Operation Wolf, I don't know, but yeah, like I said, it wasn't a particular well-known game in the arcades, and looking at it, I don't think we really missed too much. So anyway guys, that's enough of that one. That is Express Raider. Fighting Indiana Jones by the looks of things. Right, enough of that one, let's crack on. Yes, that is the mighty Gauntlet 2, the follow-up to the first one. I think it's got one of the best opening soundtracks in any game. It's just utterly brilliant, it really is. That's why I didn't want to talk over it. I remember going to see one of my mates at college, and in the student union they had Gauntlet 2, and I think we were watching a video of all things, and they had this Gauntlet machine, and all you could hear was that tune getting played over and over again. It's an utterly iconic tune, it really is. And I think I'm going to have to let you hear it one last time before we... There's a wee mini version. This one improved on the first one in so many ways. Improved graphics, it added dragons, the sound was improved. It also had a really entertaining little thing called It, whereas this thing would float about, and if it tagged you then you became It. And yeah, if monsters, when you were It, all the monsters would home in on you. You also had one which was like called Repulsion or something, and if you picked that up, all the monsters were repulsed by you and would basically flee, so you could actually chase them and they would just run a mile to get away from you. But yeah, I actually think this is a much better game. Die, you little sod. Little lobber monkey. As I've mentioned before though, I always think that this isn't, Gauntlet's not a particularly good game for the home, because the whole point of Gauntlet in the arcades was it cost you money for health, so it was in your interest to pick up food. But when you've got infinite coins and whatnot, then yeah, you kind of lose the point of the game slightly. But it's still an utterly brilliant game. You know, that shouldn't, because we can cheat, shouldn't take away how good the actual game is itself. Right, I'm going to die here guys, because I want to hear that tune one last time. I'm going to be dead pretty quick anyway.
Red Elf is about to die.
That's fine. Now, I'm just looking at my health. It doesn't appear to be going down any when I walk into that. Does it just stop you in your tracks, I think? Ah, no, that's certainly taking my health down. There we go, right, come on. We don't want to start. Excellent stuff. Right guys, that's Gauntlet 2 by Atari. Okay, right, this is Ikari Warriors. Now, this used a spinner, I believe, to fight with. So, I don't know how this is going to actually play. Now, I don't want to, you can probably see there, the screen is minute. Let's see how this plays. I did have this on the Commodore Amiga and it actually wasn't half bad. Right, okay. Now this is actually using, if I use the trackball, it kind of spins. Oops. Yes, you can see there, you can be firing in one direction and moving in another. But for the purpose of this game, I think I might be better just trying to... I don't want to go shooting backwards, you fool. Nah, I really can't afford it. It's virtually unplayable. You really need to be able to be spinning whilst moving forwards. Like I said, I had this on the Amiga and it wasn't too bad. Ah, bollocks, it's going to be game over, isn't it? Right, anyway guys, I'm not going to bother playing that one anymore. That's Ikari Warriors, and that was by a company called SNK, who went on to make things like Metal Slug. So there you go, don't say you don't learn anything, listen to your old Scottish Meister. Okay, this is Iron Horse by Konami. Now you can tell there guys that arcade games were certainly getting better theme tunes. You know, theme tunes weren't something that really existed in games. Now I've got to say, I've never actually played this game. Use a pistol. Now, I was actually telling you, I can't remember what I was telling you in. I was telling you in a video I made recently that I loved Konami games, but oddly, I've never really. Now this game does remind me very much of another game which I'm going to show you, and that is Jailbreak. It's kind of got similar graphics, similar shooting sound effects. Ah, bollocks. Right, let's go for one quick go. Ah, right, okay, so you've got to kind of... That's a pain, I'd rather have the gun, thank you very much. Right, let's stay down here. Ah, bollocks, they're not consistent as to where they come on or off about. Now I know this definitely got converted for 8-bit machines, but again, it says it wasn't one of the better known ones by Konami. I'm always trying to get to the toilet, dearie me. Right guys, anyway, this is Iron Horse, and that's by Konami. Okay, right guys, this is Jailbreak, again by Konami. Now this game has got the title of probably having one of the loudest sort of noises. Maybe my main cab's not turned up that loud, but again I remember being in a student union in Edinburgh, and this game was getting played. It wasn't even getting played, it was on a tracked mode, and it was so loud. Well, I've just killed the baddie, killed the goodie I should say. Yeah, and yeah, the sound effects of this game just overshadowed everything else. Now this was released for the Spectrum. Bollocks. It was released for the Spectrum C64 Amstrad. It was an absolute shockeroonie on the Commodore 64. I can't confirm if it was any good on the I can't confirm if it was any good on the Spectrum or Amstrad. It's a very tough game. Like that, it's trying to get your perspective right. Like, let's go for another quick wee go. But it's typical Konami graphics. I love the graphics sort of style that these guys adopted. Bollocks. It doesn't look that difficult. Sorry, son. Is she going to appear again? Now I do know. There we go. Ah! Bollocks. He gets me every time. Right guys, that is Jailbreak and that was by Konami. Right, this is Kick and Run. Now this was a game, it was an extremely popular football game in the arcades. It's going a wee bit squiff. Yeah, I never really played it, I must confess. But I can always remember seeing people playing it. It's very, very simple. I can always remember seeing the wee goalkeepers with their wee caps. Bless them. Ah, there you go. Should have scored there. Now, to be honest, it's probably no better than what the hell am I doing? It's probably no better than the football games that were available for the 8-bits. But it says it was extremely popular. Now I appear to be controlling my goalkeeper. You better haul ass back. I've not got any goalkeeper, so this is going to be extremely embarrassing. Yeah, okay. Right guys, that's Kick and Run. And that is by Tato. Okay, this is Legendary Wings, and this was by, if I can find it, Capcom. Now, it's a fly 'em up. Although I think it's more a shoot 'em up. It's more like, let's look at it as Commando, but with wings. Yes, that's probably quite a good way to look at it. Even though it looks and plays bugger all like Commando. It's more your standard shoot 'em up fare. Now I think this game was converted to the 8-bits. Can't confirm. Ah, you know what? There's a game, Dragon, what's it called again? Dragon something or another. Very similar to this. You've got the you've got the fire button. Right, okay, I'm guessing I'm supposed to drive into that granny's mouth. Right, okay. I didn't expect that. So it's kind of mixes and matches and game over. Alright, we'll play a wee bit longer I think. Yeah, what's it called again? Dragon something or another. I can't, you know what? Hang on a second, I've got the game for the PC Engine. If I can find it. Dragon Spirit, that's what it's called. Yep, Dragon Spirit. Very, very similar. You've got bullets and you've got kind of bombs as well. Or you could even say it's kind of similar to Xavius as well, but use wee bomb things to destroy that, I think. Right, that's Legendary Wings and that is by Capcom. Okay, here we go. This game needs no introduction whatsoever. How do we start it? Okay, now this game is obviously by Sega. I'm using the trackball to record this, to control it, and it actually works fairly well, although I could probably do with tweaking it slightly. This game is an absolute, it really just, it raised the bar in so many ways. I mean, it had, although it wasn't the first one, it was one of the first ones to feature a hydraulic car, but it just, the music, the graphics, you know, when we were all were in the middle of sort of Thatcher's Britain, unemployment, you know, we were going through a huge downturn in the economy, and along came this game where you could drive a Ferrari with your girlfriend and listen to some jolly tunes and bask in the fantastic weather. So yeah, really, this was a supremely popular game when it came out, and deservedly so. And it was one of the first race games to have, I mean, the graphics, you know, when they came out, I mean, even now the graphics are for a spike scaling game, are very impressive, but you know, it's got different levels, different sort of graphics and that kind of stuff. And it was mind blowing, it really was. It was ported to pretty much every home system under the sun. Some not bad, a lot, in fact most of them pretty dire, it has to be said. The best home version, if I recall from my mashup, is a Sega Saturn. It came out in a sort of compilation. I'm ashamed to say I've never actually completed this game. It's certainly regarded as an easy game to complete, but I certainly haven't completed it, so that tells you quite a lot about my game playing skills. Anyway guys, that's Outrun by Sega. Okay, this is Rampage, and this is by Bally Midway. This is basically a game where you've got to, take the control of a monster, and you've got to basically smash, kick, punch, and eat your way through as many levels as you possibly can. Now this had a really, I'm going to move this up a wee bit actually. This had an utterly fantastic conversion on the Amiga and ST, if I recall. Can't say I've ever played C64 or anything. And you can see there, you're getting bombarded with this wee guy here is going to come and plant some dynamite. Oops, I've just electrocuted myself. Now this was, I think you could play with 3 people, 3 players at once. You can smash cars, you can do whatever you want. But yeah, you could have simultaneous 2 players. The one that I had this in the Atari ST, and I've got to say it was a really, really excellent conversion. It played really, really well. Graphics are really, really nice as well. You're basically getting attacked from all sides. Whoops, jump off before it. I think if you're in a building when it collapses you end up losing energy. I didn't want to do that. I don't know if I'll lose energy. Oops, jump. Right, and he turns back to Rema again, and you'll see there he ends up having to walk off rather sheepishly. So anyway guys, listen, that is Rampage, and that is by Ballymidway. Okay, this is Renegade. By who made this? This was Tecmo. Tecmo.
Good luck, kid.
Ah, it's good speech. Now this had an excellent conversion on the... What did I have an excellent conversion on? On the Amstrad. Now I just need to figure out the buttons. So I've got punch. Now apparently the way to do this game is to try and knock them off the edge. I really need to looks like, what's his face, that Cook, Audley Harrison, that was the field boxer. Audley, I can't remember what his name was. But yeah, I had the Spectrum one was good, Amstrad one was excellent, the C64 one was, it looked alright, expanded sprites, but it was quite difficult to play. But this came out before your other sort of beat 'em ups like Double Dragon and Final Fight, you know. I'm not sure if you could have 2-player simultaneous. Am I kicking him in the walls, or is that him kicking me? I'm really not too sure.
Get lost, punk.
Right guys, that is Renegade, and that is by Tecmo. Okay guys, this is Rolling Thunder. This is by Namco. Now this is one of my favourite games, bar none. It's an absolute beauty. I love this game to bits. I think, I don't know, I love the music, really helps to set the scene. But I just love the... Whoops. I just think it's an amazing game. The music, once the music gets going. Now I'm squatting down here to play this game, and it's quite unforgiving. You really need to get the angles properly, so I'm not doing myself justice. I'm actually usually not too bad at this game. But yeah, sitting down the way I am behind this tripod where misses isn't ideal. Yeah. Ah, come on. Now, you know what? As anybody that plays MAME will know, there are various revisions and versions of games. Now this is revision 4 now, I'm not really quite sure what the difference is, but is the music different? I don't remember hearing that version. Ah! I can't believe I'm actually dead. Oh, I'm not dead, so I've got one life. Yeah, that's the music that I know and love. Why does it change to some other not so good music? I don't know what's causing that. Yeah, you get to hear it changes. You know, it's probably always been like that, but I just don't. I can't say I've ever actually noticed. But it's an absolute spanking game, this, it really is. Oh, bollocks. But your game can end just as quick as it starts. Anyway guys, that is Rolling Thunder. And that is by Namco. Okay, this funky looking game is Rygar, and this is by Tecmo. Now I think this was converted to, in fact it was converted to the home computers. I don't recall actually ever playing them right enough, so I can't really comment too much on whether we're any good or not. Again, it's a game I've not really played before. As I've mentioned before, I didn't have any arcades nearby to me, so the only games that I really got to play were on holiday or ones that were converted to the home computers. It's certainly nice and playable. I've seen me going the wrong way, I should be going this way, I'm guessing. That's a strange looking bug thing. Ooh, there, what the hell is that? Do we want to ask? I've got to say, considering this is really my first ever go in this game, it's quite easy. I know I'm going to die, and there you go. I've just died, but compared to some arcade games, kill the monkeys. Anyway guys, listen, that is Rygar and that is by Tecmo. Right guys, this is, once it catches up, this is Salamander. Now this was released on various home systems. I remember the C64 one being a particularly good version. Now if I'm not mistaken, I think this was a sequel to Nemesis, but it had better graphics. and it was the usual, it had the sort of upgrades and that kind of stuff. But it seems to be a wee bit easier to kind of pick these things up than it did in Nemesis. Nemesis just seemed to get way fast, way too quick. Bollocks. But I think, was it Imagine that converted this for the home systems? Well, it was Imagine label, but it was actually owned by, owned by Ocean. Right, let's go for another quick go with that.
Destroy them all.
Destroy them all! Destroy them all, Captain!
Pick it up. Multiple. Multiple. Pick it up for result. Pick it up for result later.
Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. How can we fail? Now the problem with these kind of games is it's fine when you've got all these this firepower, but the minute you die, you're in the middle of nowhere, stranded up shit creek without a paddle, and invariably it leads to instant death. Now I think this game used to have a lot of slowdown. That was just sheer greed. That was my own fault. Oh dearie me, it's certainly not very generous with the sprite detection or collision.
Multiple. Pick it up for speed up.
Speed up! Right guys, that's Salamander and that is by the wonderful Konami. Okay, this is Sidearms and this is by Capcom. Right, I'm going to zoom in a wee bit guys, you can see the marquee there. Let's zoom in on the actual screen itself. Now this was converted to all the home conversions, all the home systems I believe. I think there was also a PC Engine version. Now, I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure why I appear to be shooting in the wrong direction. Ah, right, okay, right. The buttons are completely configured the wrong way. So left is right, right is left. But that's not a problem to me. Never really played this game, never played it in arcades. Any games that had complicated controls I would generally shy away from, because that's the way I roll. I'm not quite sure, do you die when you hit the edges? There's a game similar to Forgotten World where it's, I think you use I can't remember exactly what it is a spinner to actually determine where you're firing about. It's quite an interesting game actually. You've got the sort of enemies coming at you from both sides. And it's pretty quick as well. Oh, buddy. I'm guessing he's been rushed forward at some point. Well, blow me, that wasn't very difficult. First time I played the game. Oh. Right guys, that is Sidearms and that is by Capcom. Okay guys, this is Super Sprint. This is by Atari. You can see there the lovely decal, but let's zoom in on the action. Okay, right, let's get going. Let's put a coin in. Now this was definitely converted to pretty much every system. Let's accelerate. Right, okay. Let's accelerate. Right, okay, so I'm going to have to start again. Yeah, this came out for pretty much every system. It was really good on the Atari ST, it really was. I'm not quite sure why somehow started a 2-player game, I think. But this was a massive cab. It had four steering wheels, 4 accelerators, 4 brakes, so it was a really huge cab. Now the idea is to get around the track as quickly as possible. You've got to finish in first place, I think, yeah, to qualify. And I was third, which was pants, but considering it took me half a lap to actually figure out what I was doing, let's go for one more go. But yeah, the Atari ST one was really nice. Now oddly, it's starting a 2-player game, don't know what's going on there. Let's see if I can win one race. You've got these wee gates at the top which you can obviously zip through, but what you tend to find is once you start crashing a few times like so, it gets damn difficult. And it's really not, I mean, this was a joystick, not joystick, this was a steering wheel. Ah, bollocks. Great sound of really sort of throbbing engine type sound type thing. Another classic Atari game. Right, I'm going to have to catch these guys and I'm not going to do it. That's what you call leaving it at the last minute. Yeah, beauty. Right, we need to go for one more. I bet you never saw that coming. I certainly didn't. Some really bizarre sound effects, but I don't know what kind of chip the Atari were using for their arcade games, but it was quite, it could certainly produce some amazing sounds. I'm obviously using a trackball for this, and I'm sure with a bit of practice it would actually become fairly playable. Now you see there, you've got little spanners. The more spanners you pick up, the more upgrades you can upgrade traction, speed, that kind of stuff. Ah, that's it. That is a game over. One bad lap like that, and it's game over. I'm convinced. Unless I can do something remarkable, which I can't do. That is a Super Sprint, guys. It had a follow-up Championship Sprint, which I think came out in 1986 as well. And this is by Atari. Okay guys, this is WEC Le Mans by... who make this? Konami of all people. There we go. Now this game was converted to home systems, and I think they were pretty much universally crap. This game, it was quite unique. It actually came in a cabinet which spinned 360 degrees, so it was quite an intimidating game to actually look at, never mind actually play. Now, I don't recall Konami making any other racing games, that's why I was a bit surprised to look and check to see who actually made this game. It's actually quite a visually... Ah, bollocks, let's go for another go. Quite a visually impressive looking game actually. I don't know if you can actually play this for 24 hours. Possibly, who knows? I certainly can't. Get it right up you. Oof. And it's good night Vienna. Right guys, that is it. That is WEC Le Mans by Konami. That's the very last game guys for that was the year that was 1986. Some cracking games, some not so good ones. There's a lot of other games that came out, but like I says, I tend just to pick the games that I can remember seeing or playing on my C64. So as usual guys, please like, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you think of this series. And as usual guys, thank you very much for watching.